The New England Patriots are an NFL dynasty, holding 5 world championships and 9 conference titles over the past 18 seasons. Sunday, they make their 3rd straight Super Bowl appearance. Long-running success can fuel antagonism, where the achiever becomes the enemy. It comes with the territory. But at the core of the Patriots Dynasty is a haven for players to cultivate their convictions.
Tell me about the demeanor and the faith. What makes it unique with this team?
It's something that you don't expect. I think outside looking in, the way that the media covers our team, faith isn't the first thing that comes to mind. You know, I think fear might be the first word that comes into a lot of people's mind. But you can't work in fear, not for long. And I think Coach Belichick understands that, and that's why he's put around us great people to not only encourage us to be better football players, but to be better men. And where does that start? With a great example, and my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And you know, on top of that, we have great leadership. We have tremendous leadership. Again, we work in such a high-stress environment that you run into pitfalls day in and day out, and you don't think you're good enough, and you start doubting your stuff, and it's this and it's that, and then you have leaders like Matthew Slater, like Devin McCourty, that comes along and they lift you up with words of encouragement.
Dwayne Allen just told us what might surprise most people looking from the outside in. It's not just the discipline of the team, but the spiritual value that the team has.
It's very, awesome to be a part of. So many great guys, so many solid guys. We've grown as a team, not only out on the field, but in the locker room, in our lives, families, as husbands, boyfriends, because you don't play for yourself. And, those earthly glories, stats, awards, whatnot, you play for God's reward. And that's to go out there, glorify Him with the talents He's given you, make the most of those abilities, and to give all the praise to Him.
How does your Christ following impact you, prepare you for moments like this?
I think it allows you to not think of this moment as too big. I think, my guy Matt Slater says it before every game, win, lose, or tie, we know we already have victory because Christ did that on Calvary. And I think having that message allows you to kind of just relax and go play football. Come Sunday, and I think we'll all take a deep breath before that game and go play for each other.
Is there spiritual support that players have within the New England organization? What makes that spiritual support, Matthew, unique?
I think we have a lot of guys on this team that really get the big picture. It's not about us. It's not about, ultimately at the end of the day, it's not about what we're doing on the football field. It's about how we're growing in our walks with Christ, how we can bring Him more glory, how we can pick up the lessons that He wants us to learn. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. Well, I think we had to draw on a lot of faith this year. There were a lot of times where our destination, our end road looked a little cloudy. We're wondering what's going on here. But through it all, we maintained faith in one another. We maintained faith in our process. And we're here. And we're so thankful for what God's done to build our character through that process and just enjoying the ride.